Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, my honeys, my nasty birds, my absolute dears.
Hello, it is so good to be back.
Oh, the energy in the studio today is just, I don't know, it's absolutely electric.
It is, isn't it?
I was walking in here and I swear the air just felt thicker, heavier, like something massive is brewing.
Yes. You can feel it. It's like static in the air before a lightning storm.
Totally. We are looking at the week of January 26th to February 1st, 2026. And let me tell you, if you thought last week was intense,
Oh, that was nothing.
or if you thought last year was intense, buckle up, because the universe is not just speaking this week. It is screaming.
Absolutely. It is not a whisper. It is a roar. The sky is shouting. And frankly, I don't think I've seen a week quite this pivotal in a very, very long time.
I'm buzzing. We have a stack of sources today that are, frankly, terrifying and exhilarating all at once. We're talking about history-making planetary shifts.
We really are.
But before we get into the global madness, we have a very specific mission today, don't we?
We do.
We aren't just looking at the whole Zodiac wheel today.
We certainly do have a mission. While the sky is busy for everyone, today's chat is an exclusive love letter to our Taurus listeners.
Yes, we are looking at you, my stubborn, luxury-loving, comfort-seeking Taurus friends.
We see you.
I know you usually just want a good meal, a soft blanket, and a nap, but the stars, they have a completely different plan for you this week.
They really do.
Yeah.
We are going to unpack the tremendous effects of this month and specifically this week's energies that are, completely transforming our dear Taurus listeners' lives.
It's a turning point.
A huge one, especially regarding career and their public standing.
Okay, let's unpack this because I was reading the notes and I had to just put my coffee down and stare out the window. Yeah. We are dealing with heavy hitters.
The heaviest.
Before we zoom in on Taurus specifically, we have to set the stage because the backdrop of this week is just wild.
We absolutely have to. The context is everything.
We have a headline event on January 26th that sounds like a movie plot. Neptune is entering Aries.
This is huge. And generationally huge. To give you some context, Neptune has been in Pisces for years, since 2011, actually.
That is a long time. Think about where you were in 2011. I was a different person.
Weren't we all?
Yeah.
And Pisces is Neptune's home. It's dreamy, it's foggy, it's spiritual, but it can also be a bit like sleeping through your alarm.
Totally.
It's been the era of the screen, the era of streaming, the era of everything being fluid and maybe a little disconnected from hard reality.
Right. It's the snooze button era, the goblin mode era where we just want to dissociate and float away.
Precisely. That water energy has been drowning us for nearly 15 years. But on January 26th, Neptune moves into Aries. And this is the world axis shift.
World axis? That sounds like sci-fi. What does that actually mean for us? Like in plain English?
So the world axis is the 0 degree of the cardinal signs Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn.
The starting line.
The starting line, exactly. When a slow-moving planet like Neptune hits that 0 degree of Aries, it triggers a massive restart for the collective consciousness.
A restart? Wow.
Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. It is fire, it is war, it is self-identity, and it is action. So imagine waking up from a 14-year dream and immediately chugging a triple shot of espresso.
That sounds jarring. My heart is racing just thinking about it. So we're going from I dream to I fight for my dream.
That is the perfect way to put it. This cycle will last until roughly 2039.
Oh my gosh.
It signifies a time of idealist revolutions. It's about fighting for beliefs, a surge in spiritual or artistic courage, and establishing a new identity.
Can we look back at history? When was the last time this happened? Because I feel like knowing the history helps us predict the vibe.
That is a great question. The last time Neptune was in Aries was in the 1860s.
The 1860s.
Specifically, it coincided with the American Civil War.
Oh, wow. So heavy.
Extremely heavy. But think about the nature of that conflict. It wasn't just a war for territory. It was an ideological war.
Right.
It was a war about beliefs, about human rights, about the spirit of what a nation should be. That is Neptune ideals, spirit in Aries war, action.
People become willing to fight and die for a concept, for a dream.
Precisely.
So for this specific week, it's that initial shock of the transition, the first jolt.
Yes. The fog is lifting, but the fire is starting. We are moving from a passive state of, I hope things get better, to an active state of, I will make things better, even if I have to break something to do it.
Okay, so Neptune is waking us up with a bucket of ice water. Or fire water.
Fire water, I like that.
But then, right on its heels, on January 27th and 28th, we have something that sounds explosive. Mars conjunct Pluto in Aquarius.
Uh-huh.
My notes here say power keg. Is that accurate?
It is entirely accurate. And honestly, power keg might be an understatement.
Oh, no.
This is nuclear.
Nuclear. Okay. Let's break down the players for the listeners who might not speak fluent astrology. Who are Mars and Pluto when they get together?
Okay, so Mars is the personal engine. It is the planet of action, war, severance, and adrenaline. It is the gladiator.
The gladiator. Got it.
Pluto is the planet of transformation, death, rebirth, and the underworld. It represents atomic power, the pressure that creates diamonds, or the explosion that levels a city.
So we have the gladiator and the atomic bomb sitting in the same chair.
Exactly. And a conjunction means they are at the exact same degree of the zodiac. Their energies are fused.
And this is in Aquarius.
And they are meeting in Aquarius, which rules society, technology, the collective, and rebellion.
That sounds intense.
Yeah.
Like don't poke the bear energy.
It is do or die energy. It represents immense power battles. It's revolutionary energy breaking chains and smashing old systems that no longer work.
Wow.
Historically, Mars-Pluto conjunctions are often associated with sudden, irrevocable severing of ties.
So this isn't the day to just passively agree with someone you don't really agree with.
No, this is the day you look at a situation, whether it's a job, a relationship, or a government structure, and you say, I would rather destroy this than continue to be enslaved by it.
Is that extreme?
It is.
But I must warn our listeners, right? Because that sounds dangerous if you aren't channeling it correctly.
Absolutely. This brings tension. It brings a potential for sudden anger, accidents, or radical moves. It is not a time for the faint-hearted.
Right.
If you are driving in traffic on Tuesday and someone cuts you off, the rage you feel might be disproportionate. You have to be careful not to let the nuclear reactor melt down over something small.
So don't start a fight in traffic this Tuesday. Got it.
Please don't.
Use the energy to power a city, not to blow up your kitchen.
Please don't blow up the kitchen. The energy is volatile. But it is also incredibly productive if you have a massive obstacle you need to destroy. If you need to break through a wall, this is the sledgehammer.
The universal sledgehammer. I like it. Okay, so we have the awakening fire of Neptune and the sledgehammer of Mars-Pluto. But wait, please tell me there is some sugar to go with this medicine.
There is.
Because right after the explosion, on January 29th, we have Mercury conjunct Venus in Aquarius.
Yes, the universe gives us a breather. We call this a kiss in the sky.
A kiss. I like kisses much better than sledgehammers.
Me too. Mercury is the messenger communication, contracts, logic.
And Venus.
Venus is the planet of love, beauty, harmony, and money. When they meet in Aquarius, right after that heavy Mars-Pluto storm, communication becomes sweet, social, and networking heavy.
So it's like the peace treaty after the battle.
Exactly. It's a moment of relief and celebration. It's excellent for negotiations.
Right.
If you had a blowout argument on Tuesday, Thursday's the day you sit down, cooler heads prevail, and you say, okay, how do we fix this? How do we make this fair?
Okay, so we fight the power on Tuesday, and we celebrate the victory on Thursday.
In a way, yes. And then we wrap it all up on February 1st, technically the night of the 1st into the 2nd, with a full moon in Leo.
Ending the week with a roar. I love a Leo moment.
Me too.
Leo's all about drama, right?
It's very dramatic. A full moon at 13 degrees Leo. Leo is the performer, the king, the queen.
Yes.
It opposes the sun in Aquarius. So while Aquarius is about the group, the collective, the people, Leo is about the individual, the self.
Main character energy only.
Exactly. It forces a decision. Are you the star of your own movie, or are you just an extra in someone else's script?
Ooh.
It highlights creativity, leadership, and the ego in a good way. It asks you to take the stage.
Wow. Okay, so that is the canvas we are painting on this week. A spiritual awakening with Neptune.
A revolutionary explosion with Mars-Pluto.
A sweet negotiation with Mercury-Venus.
And a dramatic finale with the moon.
It is a Shakespearean play in the span of 7 days.
It really is.
Okay, now that we know the weather report, let's talk to our Taurus friends.
Let's do it.
Taurus, my dears, my patient earth sign honeys. I know you love your comfort zone. I know you hate change.
They really do. They are masters of the comfortable.
But guess what? The universe doesn't care this week.
It really doesn't.
Yeah.
And, you know, the joke is always that a Taurus wants nothing more than to eat good food, count their money, and nap in luxury.
It's a good life.
It is. They are the builders, the sustainers. They don't like to be rushed.
Right. You know a Taurus is impatient when they're hungry. But this week, you need to be impatient for success. You need to get up off the fainting couch.
That's the key. For Taurus, this Mars-Pluto conjunction, this nuclear explosion we talked about, is happening in their 10th house.
The 10th house. Let's explain that. That's career, right?
Right.
Reputation, the boss.
It is the very top of the chart, the midheaven. It represents your highest aspirations, how the world sees you, your status, your authority figures, and your career path.
It's your legacy.
It is. Having Mars and Pluto meet there is momentous.
So what does this mean for the Taurus who has been sitting at their desk, maybe feeling a bit undervalued, maybe rolling their eyes at their manager, maybe feeling like they are doing all the work for none of the credit?
It means the revolution is here. This is a rebellion against what we might metaphorically call slavery at work.
Whoa.
If a Taurus has been feeling oppressed, controlled, or micromanaged by a boss or an authority figure, they might just explode.
Oh, wow. So we are talking Jerry Maguire moments. Quitting on the spot, taking the goldfish and leaving.
It's possible. It's about reclaiming power. Mars and Pluto together say, I will not be stepped on. It inspires radical decisions regarding their life path.
Wow.
They are breaking free from old systems that don't pay enough or respect them enough.
That is so un-Taurus-like to be so impulsive, though. Taurus usually plans things for 5 years before moving an inch.
That's why it's so powerful. It's the sleeping giant waking up. You push a bull too far, and eventually it charges.
It charges.
And when it charges, it goes through walls.
The bull is charging. I love that image. But a word of caution to my Taurus friends.
Yes.
Mars-Pluto can be destructive. We talk about road rage. But in the office, this could look like telling your boss exactly what you think of them in a meeting full of clients.
Yes. Watch out for anger explosions with superiors on Tuesday or Wednesday. Don't burn a bridge unless you have a new empire to build. The energy is coup d'etat.
Okay.
You want to take the throne, not just bring down the castle.
Right. Don't flip the desk unless you own the desk.
Right.
Or unless you have a better desk waiting for you.
Exactly. But the urge to take control, to become the boss, or to start your own business will be overwhelming. It is an ambitious week.
Okay, so career is on fire. But what about that Neptune shift? Neptune moving into Aries. For Taurus, where does that land?
For Taurus, that lands in the 12th house.
The 12th house, okay.
The 12th house is the most mysterious part of the chart. It is the house of the subconscious, dreams, hidden things, isolation, and sometimes hidden enemies. It is the closet of the Zodiac.
Hidden enemies. That sounds spooky.
Yeah.
Is this why our Taurus friends might have been having weird dreams lately?
Absolutely. Neptune here increases intuition off the charts. It's like their psychic antenna is suddenly fully extended.
Yeah.
And this is a long-term transit, remember, lasting until the late 2030s. It's about preparing for the stage.
Preparing for the stage.
Yeah.
How does the 12th house relate to the stage? I don't get it.
Think of the 10th house, where the career action is, as the spotlight. The 12th house is the backstage area. It's the dressing room.
Oh.
Neptune in the 12th suggests that while they are revolutionizing their career publicly, there is a massive spiritual or creative shift happening behind the scenes.
So they might be developing hidden talents.
They might. Or plotting their world domination in secret.
I like that better.
That too.
Yeah.
It is a great time for working in isolation. If you are a Taurus writer or an artist or a coder, this is the time to lock yourself in a room and create your masterpiece. The inspiration will be divine.
But you mentioned a trap. Hidden enemies.
Yes. Neptune can be delusion, my dear Taurus. Be careful. Because your career is rising, people might get jealous.
Right.
People might smile to your face, but plot behind your back.
The frenemies.
Exactly. But the good news is, with this transit, your intuition will be laser sharp. You will look at someone and just know their intentions.
Ooh, trust the gut, Taurus. Trust the gut. It's your superpower this week.
It truly is.
Yeah.
Don't ignore those little feelings that say something is off. They are right.
So we have career explosions and psychic downloads.
Yeah.
What about the money? Because let's be real, Taurus loves money. They are ruled by Venus.
They certainly are. And here is the beautiful news. Remember that sweetener I mentioned? Mercury conjunct Venus.
The kiss in the sky.
Yes. For Taurus, this happens in the 10th house, that same career sector. And since Venus is the ruling planet of Taurus, this is incredibly lucky.
Here comes the money and the honey.
Literally. After the storm of Mars-Pluto, Venus comes in to smooth things over.
How does that look?
It could look like a female figure helping with a career move. It strongly suggests a raise, a promotion, or signing a lucrative new business deal.
So fight for your worth on Tuesday, sign the check on Thursday.
That is a very good way to put it. It's a celebration moment if you handle the tension well earlier in the week.
Right, if you stand your ground but stay professional.
Exactly. Then the end of the week brings good news regarding money flowing from your status.
It's about realizing I am valuable and the world is finally paying me for it.
Yes. And Taurus knows their value. They just need the world to catch up. And this week, the world catches up.
I love that for them. But we can't ignore the Sunday drama, the full moon in Leo.
The full moon happens in the 4th house for Taurus.
Okay, 4th house.
The 4th house is home, family, roots, and real estate. Now remember, the sun and all those other planets are in the 10th house, career. So we have an opposition.
A tug of war.
Career versus home, the eternal struggle.
Exactly. You are crushing it at work. You are demanding the crown. You are the CEO. But the full moon shines a spotlight on your house. This signals a completion regarding real estate or family.
So moving house. Finishing a renovation.
Yes, or a family matter coming to a head. Maybe a landlord issue gets resolved, or you decide to buy property.
So there's tension there.
There is. You might feel torn between the massive ambition calling you out into the world and the emotional demands of your family or your living situation.
It's the classic, I'm becoming a CEO, but the roof is leaking dilemma. Or, I'm becoming a CEO and my mom needs me. Or, I want to take this job in New York, but my family is in Chicago. The full moon asks you to find a balance.
But a full moon brings clarity, right? It's not just confusion.
It brings culmination. If a family member or a housing situation has been stressing you out, this Sunday marks the finale of that drama.
So you make a decision.
You make a decision. You say, okay, we are selling the house, or we are fixing the roof, or I am setting a boundary with my mother. You decide and you move on.
That sounds like a relief, honestly. Taurus likes things settled. They don't like limbo.
No, they like firm ground. And this full moon gives them the emotional clarity to secure their base.
Okay, that is a lot of big energy.
Right.
Let's break this down day by day for our Taurus listeners so they can actually plan their week.
Yes.
Because if they're going to start a revolution, they need a schedule.
Let's do it. A tactical guide for the bull.
Monday and Tuesday, we start the week with the moon actually in Taurus.
Yes, the me show. The moon is in your first house.
You start the week looking in the mirror and saying, damn, I look good.
You should. With the moon in your sign, the focus is on your physical appearance, your image, and your personal needs. You are feeling yourself. However,
There is always a however.
the moon hits Uranus on Monday, Tuesday. And remember, Uranus is in Taurus right now, too.
Oh, right.
Uranus is the shocker, the awakener, the eccentric genius.
Uh-oh. Does this mean impulse bangs? I feel like impulse bangs is the classic Uranus transit danger.
I would strongly advise against impulse bangs this week, or shaving your head, or getting a face tattoo.
Put the scissors down, Taurus. Put the tattoo gun down.
Seriously, Uranus loves to shock. You might have a sudden desire to change your hair, your style, or get some aesthetic procedure because you want to match your new inner self with a new outer self.
New year, new me, but on steroids.
Exactly. But because Uranus is unpredictable, you might regret it. Or you might just do something drastically out of character, like buying a neon orange coat when you usually wear beige.
You know, a Taurus trying to change their routine is funny enough, but doing it with Uranus involved, it's chaotic.
It is. Just be mindful of sudden urges to change your look on Monday and Tuesday. It's a reaction to the internal shifts. Maybe just buy a new lipstick instead of plastic surgery.
Good advice. Start small. Okay, moving to Wednesday and Thursday, the moon moves into Gemini.
Which is the Taurus's second house of money and values.
Show me the money. We are back to the favorite topic.
The focus shifts from me to my assets, cash flow, value, possessions. However,
Another one.
Saturn might throw a small obstacle here.
Saturn is the strict teacher, right? The buzzkill.
Sometimes. Saturn is reality. You might experience a delay in a payment, or perhaps a friend gives you some harsh financial advice, or a bank transaction gets stuck.
Annoying.
Mildly. It's like trying to buy something and your card gets declined because of a fraud alert. It's not the end of the world, but it slows you down.
But you said earlier that Thursday was the payday with Venus and Mercury.
Yes, that is the contradiction. Saturn creates a momentary hurdle, but the Venus-Mercury conjunction is the bigger energy.
Okay.
So despite the hurdle, it's actually a great time for commercial ideas. The obstacle is just a speed bump. It's a great time to realize what you are truly worth and maybe ask for that raise we mentioned.
So push through the delay. If the bank app crashes, just wait an hour. The money is coming.
Exactly. Don't let a small technical glitch ruin your confidence. The deal is solid.
Friday and Saturday. What's the plan?
The moon moves into Cancer, your third house of communication, siblings, and close circle.
Time to gossip with the cousins. Spill the tea with the bestie.
Exactly. Cancer is a water sign, so it's emotional and nurturing. It's very supportive energy for Taurus.
Nice.
It's a sextile aspect, very harmonious. It's great for short trips, visiting siblings, chatting with close friends over a nice dinner.
That sounds lovely. Very restorative after the war earlier in the week.
It is. It's nourishing for the soul.
Is there a catch? I feel like I have to ask now.
A small one. There's a friction aspect with Juno. Juno is the asteroid of partnership and marriage. You might want to go hang out with your siblings or your friends, but your partner might be annoyed about it.
The classic weekend struggle. Why are you going to your sister's house again? We were supposed to watch a movie.
Exactly that vibe. Why are you always with them? So just balance your time. Make sure your partner doesn't feel neglected while you are out spilling the tea.
Good advice. Communication is key. And then Sunday, the grand finale. The Leo full moon.
Sunday scaries. No, Sunday clarity.
I like that.
This falls in your 4th house. You will have a realization about where you belong.
We talked about the real estate stuff, but emotionally, what does this feel like?
It feels like anchoring. You might decide, okay, with this new career path, I need to move to a new city, or I need to buy a house that fits my new status. It sets the stage for February.
So it's about security.
It's about securing your base so you can conquer the world. You can't build a skyscraper on a swamp. You need a foundation.
Wow. So to summarize for our Taurus friends who might have zoned out thinking about what they're going to have for dinner, because let's be honest, they probably are.
I know you're hungry, Taurus, but listen closely. This is your cheat sheet. 1. Revolution in career. Take the power back. Mars and Pluto are handing you a sword. Use it.
Okay, 1. What's 2?
2. Trust your gut.
Trust your gut.
Yes. Your intuition is high with Neptune. Watch out for hidden enemies, but trust that you will see them coming.
Agree.
Balance the empire you are building with the home you are living in. Don't neglect your roots while you are reaching for the stars.
You know, Taurus usually hates leaving the house. They love their blankets. They love their routine. But with this Mars-Pluto energy, you're basically kicking down the door of the office and demanding a crown.
Exactly. It's the sleeping giant waking up. The bull is charging. It's not about gentle grazing in the pasture this week. It's about the bull in the china shop.
Yes.
But the china shop was full of old, useless plates anyway.
Smash the plates. Who needs them? Oh my God, can you look at the chances of the Taurus this month? It will make you smile, even if it scares you a little first.
It is big, bold energy. It is truly a pivotal time.
It is.
And I want you to ask yourself one question this week, my dear Taurus. If you had absolutely no fear of losing your security, if you knew you couldn't fail, what throne would you sit on?
Ooh, that gave me goosebumps. A throne fits a Taurus perfectly.
Doesn't it?
They do love a good velvet cushion. They look good in gold.
They certainly do. They are the royals of the Zodiac in their own earthy way.
Well, you are the most loyal, warm-hearted, and cheerful sign, dear Taurus. Enjoy life this week. Eat the good food, but fight the good fight.
Send those positive vibes into the universe. Next week or even next month, your Taurus energy is waiting for big surprises. Do not fear the change. You are built for this endurance.
Yes.
You are the strongest sign in the Zodiac when it comes to stamina.
In order not to miss it, don't forget to subscribe to our channel called What Do Stars Say? If you liked our horoscope interpretation of this week, don't be shy to share your comment with us.
Yes.
We read them all.
Let us know if the revolution has started for you. Did you quit the job? Did you buy the house? We want to know. Goodbye, my nasty birds, my honeys.
Bye-bye.
Lots of love.